'cause I was on fire. Our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed. We found holes in these walls. We like what we saw. Seems so strong until it falls. The fire.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video, but one that I've wanted to do for a long time. Now, I've lived in this flat for roughly 2 years now. It's owned by my mum, so I can kind of do whatever I want for it. I still pay rent, I still pay for everything, but it just means that I can decorate the place and do different things that you probably wouldn't be able to do in a normal rented flat. Now, before I lived here, I did live in a 2-bedroom house by myself, but then decided that was slightly too expensive and I didn't really need it. But while I was in that house, I did buy a lot of the furniture that is now in this flat. So a lot of the stuff that you see in here has been here for the whole time, if not before I moved in. So I always had in mind that I wanted to keep pieces of furniture for a long time. So I would, instead of buying lots of different pieces from cheaper places, I would get more expensive things that would last a long time, so that when I could move house, I could take the furniture with me and still get the look that I wanted. It also meant that because I was in rented properties, I could create the look I wanted even before this place without having to do too much to the decoration. I'd say my style of decor is probably quite, I don't know, I hate the word glamour, but I'm gonna say a glamour style of decor. I like shiny things basically, so mirrored furniture, silver, chandeliers, black and white pops of colour, glass, that kind of thing. That's my decor style, I guess. There's lots of different pieces that I've pulled from different places, so some are second-hand, some are brand new, some are expensive, and some were dirt cheap. Kind of a mix of everything, and I just wanted to show you how I got the look that I wanted on a smaller budget. Now, I only left uni just over a year ago now, and I've been running my own business since then, so I don't actually have that much money to spend on things like interior design and furniture and extra things like that that I want to. So there's quite a few things in this flat that are very unfinished, and this is why I didn't really want to do this video yet, because I wanted to wait until everything was done. But I love watching sort of home decor videos and people redoing their houses and seeing what it was like before and after. So I thought it would be really nice to do the video when I'm happy with 2 of the rooms, and then I can show you what I do to the other 2 when I actually finally decorate them. So without further ado, I'm going to take you around my flat. So this might seem like a weird place to start the video, but down there is my front door, and this is the little entrance hall. So this is again one of the rooms that is really unfinished. All of this was horrible yellow paint, so I repainted everything all nice and white, and I might get like a mirror or something to put here. Down here and all up the stairs was a horrible disgusting green carpet. So I ripped all of the carpet off the stairs, and this will all be painted white eventually. And then all of this down here is some ceramic tiles that my granddad put in for me. And this is some worktops that I bought for my kitchen, but I haven't done the rest of the kitchen yet, so they've just stayed there for a long time. You come up here into the kind of entrance hallway. I've got a few little mirrors up here on the wall and another one here. You'll realise that I am absolutely obsessed with mirrors as well, by the way, as we go through this. This is kind of messy at the moment. There's a suitcase, that's my mum's, but I've just got like a little pot with my keys, all my umbrellas, and then sort of like my messy shoes under here. So there's welly boots, there's a dustpan and brush, and there's kind of like trainers and things that I just wear to run to the shop. I've got a little IKEA rug just to cover up where the carpet was, because it still looks a bit gross. I actually decided to take this door off because it was a horrible brown colour, like the rest of your doors, which you'll see in a minute, but I actually want to get some new white ones, so this will go back on here. So all of this will be blocked off and you'll just have kind of the nice white section here when there's a white door. And you come up the stairs and into the living room. So you've got another mirror here, a few ornaments. Now I've had a Vogue subscription for probably about 4 or 5 years, I think, so I've got a hell of a lot of those, but they look good as decoration as well as loving to read them. I've got bottles down here, so this one was for pound coins until they changed them, and now I can't fit the new pound coin in there, so everything goes in here now. I might find something else to put in this one. So that's kind of like my saving but not really feeling like I'm saving change jar, which is a really good idea, by the way. If you're really bad at saving, chuck all of your change or everything into a jar like that and you'll forget you're saving it. It's amazing. It's a great trick. We've got another mirror. Now this is kind of just a big white entrance wall, and you can see there's like a square missing. It should look like that, but there's one missing off of that side. Now this I got from I don't know if you have them everywhere, but we call it the tip. It's basically like a skip where people take things that they don't want and they can either chuck it in the bin or they can give it to the guys at the skip and they will sell it on for money if it's nice enough. So I actually only paid £10 for this mirror and it is absolutely huge. It covers most of the wall and I love it. But I feel like what I'm doing with the decoration and the fact that the rest of the room is kind of white and silver, this mirror doesn't really go anymore. So I'm gonna get a big long floor mirror that goes all the way around here, and I don't know whether I'm gonna lean it against the wall or if I'm just going to hang it on there like that. Then you come round to the desk area. So this desk I got from eBay about 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was for my 18th birthday, and my uncle bought me that and it was actually just £11. And it's, you can see it's this big glass desk that fits a lot on it. Underneath here is actually a storage heater and it doesn't work, but this just goes to show how old the flat is. There's no central heating, there's no gas, it's just electric, and that thing used to heat the whole flat, but it doesn't work. So that's why I've got a fan there, because there's no air conditioning either. So I've got a fan and a heater that I use instead of this thing. This picture, I absolutely love it, and it was £2 from a charity shop. Then on my desk, I've got a couple of books. We've got Vogue, Inside Vogue and Starbucks Experience. I love the sort of books about business and anything like that, especially where I own my own business. It's really nice to keep up with those kind of things. Box full of papers, laptop. I like to keep everything clear and tidy and it helps me work. And my daily reminder that I am awesome. And then up here, got my Prada sign. I actually painted that myself, and if you're a Gossip Girl fan you'll know exactly where that's from. And then a little unicorn chalkboard. Over here there's some files. Down here we've got a marble top table. Now these are actually real marble and I think they've got iron on the legs, and I bought these off of eBay. I got 2 of them, so one of them is in the hall where my keys were, and that one just sort of holds more worky bits, and then my extension lead so I can charge my phone while I'm sat on the sofa and things like that. And now we come to, as you say, were I guess the living room area, even though it's all in one. So these lights, I have one of these in here and one in my bedroom, and I think these were £15 each from John Lewis, and they're like an acrylic sort of round, I don't know, I just quite like them. Quite modern but simple. This wall I did a very long time ago, and I will be changing it to maybe just one big picture, but at the moment it's just sort of like an array of lots of different ones. My sofa was from Next, and it was kind of a graduation present, but I paid for half of it from my mum. And these cushions are also from Next. These beaded ones as well, which I absolutely love. You can see it's started to come away though, so I need to get some new cushions. This is the £10 rug from IKEA that everyone has, obviously. And this sofa was £400, it was ex-display. So my cat's ripped it up a bit at the bottom there, but we won't talk about that. And then we come over here. And I've got my trusty house phone, which I never use. My nan bought me this because she thought it was fun because I have too many pairs of shoes. And I like to keep kind of little ornaments at the top because that's where you can see it really, and then I've got all my books down here. So I've got more Vogue magazines, Karl Lagerfeld, lots of different kind of fashiony and businessy books, and then there's lots more down the bottom there. And this side of the room, so I've got this big picture, and this frame I think is from IKEA. My mum gave it to me, and this picture, I actually used to work for a shop called Riso, which is a student enterprise store, and they sell lots of things that students have made and painted and decorated and all that kind of things. So this was actually done by an art student, and all of the lines, so everything is all one pen stroke. So all of the black is done with one pen stroke where you don't take your hand off the page, and the same with the purple. So that's basically 2 lines, but all in a picture, and I just thought it was quite cool. This copper lamp, floor lamp, I love this, and this was £15 from a charity shop. TV, I had this for a long time. I think that was about £300, that was more expensive, but a TV is a TV at the end of the day, and they're gonna be expensive. Down here, we've got a white IKEA sort of TV unit. This was £9, so I've dressed it up a bit, put some ornaments on it, more Vogue magazines under there obviously. This is where I keep my kind of comfy blankets that don't live on the sofa all the time. So I've got a unicorn cushion because I'm obsessed with unicorns, my comfy blanket, a winter jumper, and this cute little basket, and this was only £6 in TK Maxx. Come to my coffee table. So it's a bit difficult to show you because it's actually see-through. Wow, it's just all glass. So goes all the way, it's just one sheet of glass that goes all the way around like that, and I saw these ages ago and I really wanted one, but it's really super heavy and it wasn't cheap. I think this was about £220 for this coffee table from Littlewoods, but I love it and I've had it for years and I wouldn't change it. This rug as well, this is fairly new. It's kind of, it's not that fluffy, but it gets dirty so quickly, but I still like it. And that was £50 or £60 from Littlewoods, I think it was £50. Eventually, all of this floor, going into my bedroom as well, all of this floor will be grey. Then we come round into the kitchen. This is one of the rooms that I really hate, and I've tried to do my best with it, but I still don't like it, and I'm not going to like it until I spend a few thousand on getting a complete new kitchen. I've had one priced up and it's about £2,000 with someone fitting it as well. So eventually I will get round to it, but it's quite difficult to have a few spare £1,000, and if you do, then props to you. But yeah, when you live on your own, you have your own business and you don't make that much money, it's very difficult to save that amount of money. But it also gives me another project to work on and something to look forward to and something to save towards, I guess. So here is my second least favourite room in the house. As you can see, the floor is falling apart, and this has been falling apart since I moved in. This house was probably built, I don't know, 20-30 years ago, so it's new-ish, but yeah, this is not good. There's nowhere for the bin to go, so it props the door open. And this is one of these ugly brown doors that will soon be nice and white and new. Washing machine, microwave, all of these things sort of I've got by myself, and that's why they're a lot newer, but it doesn't fit in, so I have to shove a blanket under there to stop it shaking around because it annoys the neighbours downstairs. And you can see I've tried to paint the door with white paint and it just went terribly wrong, so now it's patchy and white and horrible. Up here I've got, I don't actually mind this bit, I quite like this bit. These are all of my glasses. This table I got from, I think it was like one of those selling sites on Facebook, like FaceBay or Selling Group or something, and it was like £10 and it had brown seats and a brown top, so I just painted those white. I just tried to paint everything white that I possibly could. More horrible cupboards. They've actually got, this is how gross they are, they've actually got like a tweed pattern on them, and honestly it pains me, but we'll get there, we'll get there. Shelving space and cupboard space is limited, so we've got all my cookery books on here. I absolutely love cooking. Few ornaments, but that's kind of been overshadowed by the fact that there's no room for my protein powder and all my extra gin bottles and things like that. The whole of the floor will be white. I'll get a new fridge, a new inset oven and a ceramic hob on top with those black worktops that are down on my hallway. I'll have white tiles, the ones that look like little bricks, like the rectangular ones, and then all of these cupboards will be white, and I think I might change that to some glass cupboards as well and just make it look all nice and white and fresh. And then I'll have a round ceramic sink instead of this big ugly silver thing. You having fun? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Well, I'm gonna carry on while you lay there. Okay. And the yellowest bathroom you will ever see in your life. So no matter how much I clean this bathroom, it still looks horrible. This, I don't even know, that's some weird light that I've never used. I don't even know what that is, and I don't even know what that plug does, but I hate it, and it will go. There's a little shelf up there, just a few ornaments. I've got my Zoella basket that I keep most of my bathroom products in. This used to be a horrible brown colour like the doors are, so I painted all of that white and put in a tray to put all of my main bits in, sort of toothbrush, hand cream, everything like that. Got my shower stuff, hair stuff, and then sort of like face wash and cream and anything I sort of use every day. Horrible, horrible tiles. Just no. They have flowers on. I mean, come on. I mean, who has no? Just no. And now we come to my favourite room in the house, which you've probably seen all over my Instagram if you follow me. Again, we'll change the door. Oh, hello again. I'm just gonna sit there, right in the video, right in the middle, and stare at me. So all of this I painted white and I plastered, including the ceiling. We have another one of these John Lewis lights, and I took out the curtains and I put a roller blind in instead because I think it just looks much neater. I love the fact that there's so much light in this room because the windows are so big. Got a shelf up here. This was in here when I moved in and I quite liked it as a kind of display shelf. Decorations. This princess, I call it my princess canopy. So I absolutely love my bed, and this was from Littlewoods. It's very low to the floor. You can't really fit much underneath it, but I love it. And this was, I think this was about £340 for my bed. And then, so I just decided that I really liked this canopy and just decided to call it my princess canopy. My bedside table. I love this bedside table. I waited for months to get this. This is from Zara Home, but I had to have it flown over from Spain because they didn't have any left in the UK and I really wanted it. So I had to call up lots of stores and get them to order it from Spain for me. That's dedication. The wall is actually from an online place called Pixars, and it's kind of like a sticker, like a vinyl sticker that you basically just stick on top of the wall like this, and it probably only takes about half an hour to do. Me and my granddad did it in about half an hour, 40 minutes. But what I would say is kind of over order how much you need, because if your walls are wonky like mine, you get tiny little gaps like you can see in the corner there. But that was my fault for not measuring it properly. So I can't actually remember how much this was because the company kindly sent it to me, but they're really good value and I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can see. Now over here is my dressing table area, so I sort of sit about here on my bed and I use this mirror and put it here, and then all of my makeup is in there and in these. And then we come to my new favourite part of the room, which has just been sort of finished yesterday, and it's my new Shoedrobe. Ta-da! So this used to be an ugly cupboard, so there's still a door frame there, but I haven't used that. This has all been open for a long time. But behind here there was some shelves that went across here, and then just a rail and a big space, and then a huge space here in this kind of extra bit. So my wardrobe's finished there, but then you can walk into this bit. So I decided that I always wanted it as a sort of a walk-in wardrobe, and the best thing that I could think to put in there would be shoes. And then this big bookcase, I actually managed to build it and get it in here myself, which I was really, really proud of. So on top we've got just some boots, like flat boots. These are my Versace boots that go with this bag, so they're the same pattern, and they're just kind of high-heeled boots. Summery shoes, boots, and then more high boots over here. Try to keep all my boots on the top, and then I've had to shove in like a few new pairs. These are really nice. These are new. These are from Ego. I like those ones. And then sort of moving on down to stilettos. So we've got some older ones over there, Misguided, Cavalli, and then these ones my mum got me for my birthday. These are like day shoes. Some kind of flat shoes, and just sort of these are my really old heels that I like to shove on that kind of go with anything. And then all my winter boots and sort of thigh-high boots down here. And this is the stuff that I don't know where to put it yet. So I've hung up a couple of bags, but I don't actually know where to put these ones. So there's 2 pairs of boots in there and some thigh-highs there. 3 pairs of boots there. I think I have too many boots, just saying. And then handbags that I don't know where to put yet. And then I've got an actual proper light switch. So it was quite dark, and it was like this when I first put it in. And it doesn't look that bad now, but when you kind of stand in here and you want to look for a pair of shoes, it's quite dark and it's just a bit dingy. So now I've got the light. I absolutely love it. Then behind the mirror doors, we've got my actual clothes wardrobe. So this is the IKEA Pax wardrobe, and me and my mum put it together, and it did take us a long time, almost a whole day, because we had to go back to IKEA and get some more screws because some of them were missing and things like that. And it goes all the way down that side as well, which I'll show you in a minute. Then on the second side of the wardrobe, we've got some more drawers down here. So we've got underwear, bikinis and socks, gym stuff and pyjamas in these ones. And then again, some things that I haven't really worked out how to store yet. So there's a couple of handbags and some gym trainers down there. But I thought this was a good corner to have all my long dresses. So I've got my dress that I wore for the reunion in there. I've got some long trousers and play suits, some more long dresses, and then on to coats. So this is kind of the winter side of the wardrobe here. So thank you very much for watching my flat tour. I hope you liked it, and I hope it's given you a little bit of insight into how I've mixed sort of charity shop buys with more expensive pieces of furniture, and just how you can put it together when you don't really have to buy everything brand new. Even this bookcase I think was like £10 from a charity shop. So if there is a furniture charity shop or anything, I would say always look there first, because it means that you're giving money to charity and you're helping this kind of recycling thing, because you're not just buying new all the time, and it means that you can buy nicer stuff on such a lower budget. And even if it's not your dream furniture, it does the job until you can afford to buy the dream furniture. So I think all round it's a good idea, and I don't mind buying from there at all, and I don't think it diminishes the look of the property or the interior or anything like that. So I quite like it. I'd say my top tips is don't go overboard with furniture, because I've done that before and I've bought so much furniture that you can't really fit as much in, and you can't really walk around. But so don't get carried away. And also don't feel like you have to do everything now. I felt like that for a very long time, and it got me really, really down, because I started to really feel disheartened that the house didn't look the way I wanted it to, and it wasn't going to, and everything like this. But it does take a long time to save for things, and a bathroom and a kitchen aren't things that can be done quickly or easily or cheaply, and if they are, then they kind of fall apart, and I don't really want that. So those are things that I have to look forward to, and they're things that I can plan and just enjoy the process as well. So I'm looking forward to actually being able to bring my ideas to life and see it when it's completely finished. But until then, this is what it looks like, and I can't wait to look back at this video when everything's done and see what it did look like and see the improvements. So don't forget to like it if you like this video. I think I'm going to do some more kind of decor and informative videos, and I don't know, ones that I like watching. I like making ones I like watching, and I love seeing people's homes and seeing how they've decorated things. So if there's anything you have questions about or you wanted to know about, then comment below and I'll have a look. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I shall see you in another one very soon.
It was always on fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed. We found holes in these walls, we like what we saw. Seems so strong until it falls, the fire